Good morning everyone. I thought today we'll have a little look at my 3 genies. I didn't even realise I had 3 of them, but it appears I did. And looking through the actual collection, these turned up. Now, a little bit of history. Always have to have a bit of history. In the States, these were, as far as I know, introduced 1970 and discontinued in 1984. In England, they were brought out in 1983 under the TSR, which stands for Telephone Special Range, numbers 8023 and 8022A. In England, they were made by a company called AP Besam Limited or Autophone Limited, which is rather interesting. Yeah, let me show you what I've actually got. It's a bit of a mixed bag. First one we'll pick up is this one. I haven't taken the bits out or anything, I've just left it as they are. It's all these phones are on pulse dialing. They're not tone, they're pulse dialing. And this is the first one I show you. Let's have a look at the back. There's the underside. There are some subtle differences. Now this one, I would say, was the type that was sold in America. It's got the name Genie on it. It's manufactured by American Telecommunications Corp, El Monte, California, and that was a General Dynamics subsidiary. And the lead goes in that way. You notice what it is like on the other one. You've also got a little button there, or a little switch, high, low or off, and that does your ringer. The ringer, incidentally, is like a warbling sound, and obviously you can adjust the loudness. The handsets are all more or less the same. These are obviously based on the Aladdin's lamp concept, a bit of a gimmick. Quite a neatly made phone, actually. There's what the phone looks like. I expect a lot of you have seen these either for sale on eBay. They're not going to set you back an arm and a leg. They seem to be quite reasonably priced. There we've got the actual keys. The American ones had, and this is the American one, a goldy colour plate. And I understand all their models, different colours, but all had this standard gold coloured ring, if you like, around the numbers. And these are, as I said, pulse. Right, let's go on to the next one. Oh, before I do, the modular type cord. So you've got the little modular plug there, and modular plug going into the phone itself. That is of a little bit of significance. Now let's have a look at another one. This too was made in the States. Gold coloured ring round the numbers. Exactly the same. When I say exactly the same, you've just got your digits which are on pulse. Both these phones were obviously sold in the UK, hence the American plug. Don't ask me where I got them from. I've had them many years. Let's turn this one over and get it round the right way. Definitely the American version. It's got Genie there. There's a label there, which was a label, possibly saying that it's to be used on the GPL, the British Telecoms system, but it's gone. Once again, you've got your buttons there, high and low and off for the ringer. The little plug to plug the cord in, and also the modular type of cord as well. You've got the modular cord. The line cord goes straight in. It is not on a plug. Also, the handset is of the modular type. So in fact you could swap these two handsets over if you wanted to. Not that you would want to, but they're the same fixings, if you like, the same modular. Now let's have a little look at another one, which is also from BT. Here it's a little bit different. You've got two extra buttons. I think the S is for silence, and LR is obviously last number. And the surroundings is in like a silver. It is not gold, it's a silver type. The rest of it looks identical, but let's have a little look a bit further. There's your handset, and it's permanently wired into the handset. No modular plug. On the base, the lead goes straight in. You've got a number here. This one was obviously sold by BT. There's your label on there, and the cord to the handset is non-modular. You've still got your ringer high, low and off. So that is a subtle difference, added to the fact that you've got no manufacturer imprinted on the base, nothing at all. So it does look like this was made in England. I understand, and I think I mentioned this before, the factories that made them in England was, I can find the name, AP Bezem Limited or Autophone Limited. So you bet your life this phone we're looking at now is not made by General Dynamics of El Monte, but either Bezem or Autophone. That, believe it or not, is more or less all I can say about these. Remember that trademark of British Telecom. And showing the dial. So yeah, I can't say much more. It's just that I've had these in the collection for quite a time. They all work, but I say on pulse as opposed to tone. I would have thought the American ones were probably switchable, but it looks like they weren't. So that is all I can say on these three phones. So any comments please make, Once again, I know I haven't got back to all the comments. I will. I was a bit upset yesterday, as I said. I had problems with a satellite receiver, and all I can say is the after sales service is nil. Even the company, and it's got down there, company of E-Gemma or Z-Gemma, I get no help from them whatsoever. In fact, they sound to me to be ignorant. They don't know what I'm asking. They don't want to know. And if that's the way the company in this country treats its customers, it's a pretty poor show. And it made my mind up. I'd never ever buy a Z-Gemma again. All right, they're a good device, but the service in this country is deplorable. Even the forums that you can join, for some unknown reason, they won't let me join. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm old. I think I'm an old codger, and they don't want to help me. But nevertheless, I get the German station, which I did want. As I said before, Bears and Rares is the one I watch, and it's quite good. It's only a pity it's not in English. But anyhow, I'm getting back to these phones. There we are. This is the Genie. The TSR numbers 8023 and 8022. First used in the States and manufactured in the States originally between 1970 to 1984. In England it was introduced in 83. So it was a few years after they were used in the States. Anyhow, that's more or less all I've got to say on these. Thanks for watching. Any comments please make. And yeah, I'll try and get back to you. Thanks again. Sorry about my little rant about satellite receivers. Still a very sore problem. I've had no answers back to my little thing I put on YouTube. But anyhow, not to worry. Something will probably come of it in the end. So thanks again. Thank you.